All right, welcome everyone. My name is Naeva Flory, and it's my honor to be here with you all today to share more about the Pineal Clear product launch, how to clear your mind, and strategies for cognitive health and pineal gland wellness. We're so excited for this new product launch and to just share more with you today. And I'm joined by my incredible counsel here with Sherry and Allison. And Tammy is missing today. She's at the beach with her family, but we're so happy to be here with you to share this important information with you and to really help you to better understand this product, how you can use it, and how it can really benefit so many of us. Um, this is going to be a really enlightening exploration into the fascinating realm of brain health and the pineal gland and how the pineal gland really supports our endocrine system and our hormones and so many parts of our body that we might not even think of on a daily basis. And we're really going to be sharing, the intricate connection between cognitive function and the pineal gland and how this small and powerful gland in the brain often associates with the spiritual and mental clarity. So we're going to discover practical strategies and techniques for enhancing brain health while exploring methods to decalcify the pineal gland and unlocking its full potential. So whether you're looking to sharpen your focus or deepen your spiritual practice or simply optimize mental wellness, we're going to have a whole lot of fun offering really valuable insights on how to incorporate pineal clear into your daily life and how it can really help support you in your daily life. So thank you so much for joining us here today. I'm so grateful to have each and every one of you here with us. And I would love to have someone raise your hand if you'd like to read the pledge for us today. We'd love to have a volunteer from our community read our Million Mom Movement pledge for us. If you'd like to raise your hand, we'd love to hear from you. If you're feeling the tingle in your fingers, then it's your turn to share the pledge with us.
Patty had her hand up first. I see.
Where's Patty? Okay. Let me unmute you, Patty, and I'm going to pull up the screen for you.
Unmuted. I am unmuted. Hi.
Hi, Patty. Here's the pledge. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, my pleasure. Oh my gosh. I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients. I pledge to read labels and educate myself and all aspects of clean living. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health and environment of future generations. I am committed to sharing this movement of many. We are the Million Mom Movement.
Thank you so much, Patty. I really appreciate you. Wonderful. And without further ado, I will pass it over to Sherry to share our in the news piece.
Thank you, Patty, for reading that so beautifully. Put my screen here. Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Sorry, guys, my computer's not cooperating. Just give me 1 sec.
Would you like me to share my screen or you have it up?
For some reason, it's not allowing me to click. Let me try one other way. If not, I might take you up on that. I was sorry. 1 second. Okay, I think now. Thanks everyone for the patience. No. Why isn't it showing? Oh, okay, I got it. Okay. All right, so in this article, we chose this article for a very specific reason. It highlights the 5 functions, the 5 main functions of the pineal gland, which is of course our topic for today. So the pineal gland produces several hormones. One of these is melatonin, which helps to regulate the body's internal clock, including the sleep-wake cycle. The pineal gland may also help regulate female hormone levels and contribute to cardiovascular health and stability. So we know that the pineal gland is so important, especially where the hormones are concerned, where our melatonin production is concerned. The pineal gland is a small pea-shaped gland in the brain. It plays a crucial role in the secretion of melatonin and other hormones. If an underlying condition or injury impairs the pineal gland, it can lead to a hormone imbalance, and this can impact several systems in your body. For example, an impaired pineal gland can disrupt your sleep patterns. It also plays a vital role in the cardiovascular system, which means long-term disruption may lead to more serious health problems in the future. The pineal gland and melatonin. The pineal gland is light sensitive. So when it gets dark out, your pineal gland actually releases melatonin into your body, and this may make you start to feel sleepy. This is because melatonin plays a role in regulating your sleep patterns, as we know, and the circadian rhythms. At night, the influx of melatonin can help you feel tired, which also helps you fall asleep. The pineal gland releases melatonin when it gets dark out, and it allows you to fall asleep at night rather than in the middle of the day. So there's a couple of conditions that can affect the pineal gland's ability to produce melatonin, and some of those include pineal tumors, injury to the gland, cardiopharyngomas, and rare genetic disorders. I would also add to that list, of course, an unhealthy gut. Why? Because it's all connected, right? And so if we have a lot of toxins in our bodies, then it really clouds up the connection between the pineal gland, the gut, and the rest of your body. And so it of course affects how your hormones are being produced, like melatonin. And so that's really something that, you know, we come to understand the link, and the link goes very far back and always leads back to the gut. So where melatonin is concerned, and this article now goes into melatonin supplements. I have very strong feelings about melatonin supplements. In my line of work, I often encounter clients who are on melatonin supplements when they come to see me for sleep issues. Now, in this day and age, it's so common, right? It's one of the biggest complaints that I encounter from clients is lack of sleep, right? I'm always tired, not getting enough sleep. I wake several times a night. Now, this all points to an issue with the melatonin that's being produced in your body. However, a melatonin supplement, I don't believe is the answer. Why? Well, because it's, again, we're taking something exterior that is synthetically made and hoping that it will solve a problem. But all it does is put a Band-Aid on the issue. So now you're taking a synthetic form of melatonin, hoping that, you know, it will act as the real melatonin that our bodies produce. Our bodies produce this naturally. So if we're having trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or we're waking up feeling tired, why not get to the root cause of why your body is not producing the right amount of melatonin, or a high enough quality of melatonin, right? So when we look at getting to the core of the problem, then we can actually find a solution that's going to work. And this is why one of the many reasons why we're so excited about this new product, because again, these are ingredients meant to do just that. It's not something that is going to create melatonin in your body. It's going to help your body with its natural production. And that's what we want to see happen. Melatonin supplements have many dangers to them, which are highlighted here. So again, when we share the article, you can look deeper into this. If you know of someone who is taking a melatonin supplement, then this, I think, could be very useful to kind of highlight, because they do highlight some of the dangers of them, which risk factors you may have that would make a melatonin supplement even more dangerous for you. So take a look at this article. I won't go over it any more than that here, but it's definitely something that you can use as a tool if you know of someone who is taking a synthetic supplement. So I'm going to jump down to number 2, which is the pineal gland and cardiovascular health. So melatonin may also play a role in protecting against heart-related conditions. And there was a 2016 study that actually suggested that melatonin may help protect against cardiovascular issues. Experts also note that melatonin receptors are located throughout the body, including areas of the cardiovascular system. So it may help with processes such as blood pressure regulation, regulation of heart rate, and vascular resistance. There was another study done in 2018 where researchers noted that maintaining melatonin levels helps maintain several body functions. So more specifically, they noted it's possible that melatonin helps delay and prevent age-related conditions in the cardiovascular system. That's pretty amazing when you think about it. The number 3, the pineal gland and female hormones, another very important and I think not not enough people understand this. So as it is, an imbalance in hormones often goes undetected, right, and undiagnosed. I know that for me, that was the case for years. I dealt with hormonal imbalance that not one professional that I went to see ever caught, like ever even brought up as a possibility. And so already this is something that we need more awareness on. And now to understand that the pineal gland actually plays a role in that is very interesting. So there's a 2020 study looking at melatonin levels and the menstrual cycle, noted that a few older studies found rising melatonin levels during the late luteal phase, suggesting that it may influence sex hormones. In their own work, the researchers found similar findings, but they also noted that melatonin levels are lower when a person transitions from premenopause to postmenopause. While previous studies indicated that melatonin may influence the rise of progesterone, the current study found that progesterone likely influences the rise of melatonin. It's actually the other way around. This may indicate that melatonin responds to the menstrual cycle rather than influences it. So still other experts note that it may play a role in sexual health and reproduction. They note that low melatonin levels are associated with delayed puberty and lower fertility, noting that people who live close to the Arctic Circle have lower pregnancy rates during periods of prolonged darkness in the winter. So isn't it all interesting how interconnected it is and how much of a role melatonin plays? The number 4 is a pineal gland and mood stabilization. So the size of your pineal gland may indicate your risk of certain mood disorders. In one slightly older study from 2015, researchers found that a lower pineal gland volume may increase your risk of developing schizophrenia and other mood disorders. Additional research is needed to better understand the connection. So another study from 2019 found that people with major depressive disorder had a higher chance of having a pineal gland cyst than the average population. They also noted a smaller gland volume, but mentioned that this did not affect symptom severity. Still, they suggest that the pineal gland may play a role in depression. Again, pineal gland, the gut, there's a connection there, and it connects to the mind, to the brain, to issues like depression, mood disorders. Number 5, pineal gland and cancer. So experts indicate that melatonin produced in the pineal gland may help with anti-tumor activity. It may work at the cellular level and help slow cancer progression. They also note that shift workers have a higher incidence rate of developing hormonal cancers. This is due to the disruption of melatonin levels at night. However, if you do develop a pineal gland tumor, it may affect other things in your body. This is because the pineal gland is located near many other important structures and interacts heavily with blood and other fluids. So this, in essence, goes over, of course, they talk about, how to get a better night's sleep, which we will go into today as part of the focus of our new product. So I will be sure to put this link in the chat, and I will send it back to you, Naiva.
Thank you so much for all that important information. And the pineal gland has so many incredible functions in our body, and it's been overlooked for so long. Before this product came out, I had heard very little about the pineal gland. I've heard some things about it in the past, my regenerative health course and different places, but not to this extent of learning how it really supports our body, our hormones on so many different levels. So there is so much to know about the pineal gland, and it's really just a tiny little piece in our brain that is about the size of a grain of rice. So, and it has so many different functions. This one thing, like Sherry mentioned, it helps with our sleep patterns, it helps with our hormones, it can help with so many different areas, including our mood and so many things. So it's really important that we pay attention to our pineal gland and the health of it and how we can decalcify it, because over time it gets calcified from different foods and substances that we put into our body, and it's something that isn't talked about a lot. So we're really excited to bring this topic to you and share more about it. And I'd love to hear from Allison some of your excitement about this product.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I feel like, I've been talking about the pineal gland and feeling into it and knowing about it in this very deeply ancestral way, like it's just it's something even before they understood the science of it. Ancient Egyptians were, understood it before they even got to operate. It's just, we have a knowing that we have this gland in our brain and that it is responsible for our intuition and our our spiritual connection, which, you know, you may not hear much about in scientific studies. You're going to hear more about the melatonin factor, but really how it plays into our creativity. And that's what I'm most excited about. So for me personally, one of my biggest wounds, I would say, that I'm healing is and you know, Purium has helped me so much, like with the gut repair and mental health and my skin health and everything. But one of these wounds that I'm still working on is bringing back my childlike creativity. What my happy place was drawing and creating. And so that's been, you know, robbed through, you know, probably art school and different traumas and medications I've been on. And I'm so excited about, I ordered it 2 days ago. So I'll have my product by next week. And I'm just so excited to see what happens as I, you know, integrate this into my lifestyle and start to create again. And just, that's my excitement.
Wonderful. Jared, do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, we're both super stoked on this product. You know, when you learn about it and research it, it seems like a lot of people can't really grasp it. It seems almost like beyond science, and I think it's the forefront. And Purium, because, you know, we tapped into like Egyptian heirloom seed wheatgrass and these other modalities that have been around for thousands of years that we know deep down are effective. This is just another addition to that, and it's going to decalcify a lot of pineal glands, which is, there's a lot of fluoridated people out there. So it's
Collective awakening. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Dave. And thank you, Purium.
thanks.
Amazing. Thanks for sharing. And Sherry, would you like to share your excitement around this product?
Absolutely. So I'm so excited about, I've been interested in the pineal gland for many years now. I've always kind of watched the research. And what makes me the most excited about this is because I feel like the pineal gland is that area of the body that has the possibility to really merge modern science and more of the holistic spiritual side of natural medicine, right? Because there's so many benefits to both sides. And science is really catching up and starting to see those links as well. So it's always really exciting to me when both can merge like that, because there are so many physical benefits, which we've already discussed a couple and we'll continue to discuss more here. But then there's like, you know, Allison and Jared were just talking about, there's that spiritual side, which I'm a spiritual junkie at heart. And that's really exciting to me. And it makes sense. If you think about it, like the pineal gland is connected to our intuition. And in order to really tap into our intuition, we have to, the lines of communication have to be open throughout the body, right? It's all interconnected. And when we look at, you know, the hard evidence, the physical side of things, most of us are so overloaded with toxins that those lines of communication are completely blocked or clouded. And so, of course, we're not just walking around physically unhealthy, spiritually as well. We've come so far away from our connection within ourselves. So this is why it's so exciting to me. And of course, in addition to that, it's just all of these individual ingredients have been part of ancient modalities, healing modalities. And so it's so exciting to me to have them all in one. And of course, coming from a source like Allison and I were discussing earlier before the call, coming from a source that we can trust, you know, that we know where everything is being sourced from and we're getting the purest and highest quality.
Absolutely. I love that. Thanks for sharing that. And yeah, we're so excited about this product as well. And I would just love how Dave combines the different ingredients together, like you said, Sherry, and that we can trust the sourcing and just his genius behind, you know, it took him 3 years to bring this product out and it was set to launch about a month ago. And because he has such high standards for the quality of the products that he produces and launches and puts out to our community, he actually held back on launching it because there was one ingredient that wasn't to his standards. And so he waited for the right highest quality product that would be available to launch this product to us. And it just makes me so proud to be able to consume these products and share these products with others, knowing that the sourcing is of utmost importance to the owners of the company. And so I wanted to share a little bit about the calcification of the pineal gland, because I feel like it can kind of be a gray area of like, what does that actually mean? And what does decalcifying the pineal gland actually mean? So Sometimes the pineal gland develops calcium spots, also known as calcification. So unlike most of your brain, the blood-brain barrier doesn't fully protect the gland from the rest of the body. Instead, it receives a significant amount of blood flow, second only to the kidneys. So the gland is also surrounded by an immense, and immersed, excuse me. The gland is also surrounded by and immersed in cerebral spinal fluid. This causes it to camp out in a tiny area behind the pituitary gland, and the pineal gland is not only part of the body that can become calcified, the crystals can also form in the joints, in your heart valves, and in your breast tissue. So sometimes calcification impairs the function of the affected organ, and in the case of pineal calcifications, the gland can become unable to produce melatonin. This is why a lot of people need a melatonin supplement, is that their pineal gland is calcified. And so that's why it's so important to decalcify your pineal gland and know how to do that. So causes of pineal calcification, so scientists don't know for sure why calcification of the pineal gland happens, but there are a few theories. So one of them is aging. As you age, the pineal gland can calcify. However, some of the studies have found pineal gland calcification in infants. This dispels the theory that aging is the contributing factor to the pineal calcification. There's also metabolic activity. Another theory proposes that the more active the pineal gland is, metabolically, the higher the likelihood is that it will calcify. And then there's also chronic conditions. So another theory suggests that if you have certain chronic medical conditions, you have a higher likelihood of developing pineal gland calcification. Calcification of the gland also increases your likelihood to develop chronic conditions like migraines, Alzheimer's disease, and schizophrenia. So there are mixed research on the symptoms of the pineal calcification and whether it in fact causes any symptoms at all, but some potential signs may include insomnia and migraine attacks. Some research shows that a reduction in the production of melatonin causes older adults to have disruptions in their sleep patterns. So for example, they may feel sleepy during the day and stay awake late at night. Another study found that no relationship between the size of the pineal gland and the sleeping problems. The size of the pineal gland usually reduces with age. So you can see on different articles that it will say that it's a pea-sized, gland in your brain, and others that say it's a rice-sized gland in the brain. And that's quite a big difference. So when you're baby, that gland is quite larger in your brain, and as you grow older, it gets smaller. And as it gets calcified, it's harder and harder to get the natural sleep cycles and get the long nights of sleep. And I've heard a lot as people age, like they wake up earlier. They'll sleep just a few hours a night. They'll go to bed pretty late, wake up pretty early, and maybe have to take a nap in the middle of the afternoon because the melatonin might not be producing as much at night when you would normally want to get those proper amounts of sleep. So how to promote a healthy pineal gland is to preserve the health of the pineal gland by preserving its premature calcification. Alternatively, you may be able to rejuvenate the calcified gland through some methods like using our new Pineal Clear product that we've just launched. So we're really excited about this new product. I do have a video queued up to share with you all today, but I wanted to share with you real quick what this gland looks like. It's really small. It's in the middle of your brain. So let me see if I'm able to share my screen with you all here. Give me just 1 minute so that we can get a visual. Oh, it looks like I closed out my page by accident. So I'm gonna show that image with you because I accidentally X'd it out instead of opening the page. Technical difficulties, bear with me.
Would you like me to share it if it's easier? Oh, okay.
I don't know if you have it up. I just had it up on my computer. I hadn't shared the link with anybody. So if you want to pull up a picture, you can. I had just pulled up like a Google image of the pineal gland. And so it showed like a picture, but I mean, anybody can look it up. You can look up images on Google of the pineal gland and you can see, you know, how small it is right behind the pituitary gland, really right behind your third eye. So like they mentioned earlier, it is a part of like your spirituality, meditating, things like that. That's when you're really tapping into the more spiritual side of your brain and being able to have that kind of that different thought process and that different experience where you're, you know, having this this gland really supporting you in, you know, being able to have that meditative state. And so as, you know, and some people, they have a hard time to meditate or a hard time to actually get, oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was still sharing my screen. Let me stop my screen share while I try to pull up the video again. I keep Xing out of the pages that I want to share. So just bear with me here while I try to pull that up. So, you know, it is really important that we decalcify this gland and that we're able to bring it to proper homeostasis where it can work properly for us and we can really have the best health so that we can sleep properly at night, have the right mood, the right energy, that we can have the balanced hormones and all of these areas of our body that really does affect us. And we may not notice it, you know, but I am so excited next week to hear testimonials about how people are seeing a significant difference in all of these areas of our life. And it also says that it, you know, it helps with cardiovascular health, which is also so important. We've talked about heart health so much on these calls and really tapping into our cardiovascular health and how we can support our health. And this is just one of the things that can support us in that area of our health. And so there's some different, we have some new different ways that you can get it. You can just get the pineal clear. And then of course you can get the pineal clear with the Revividol to really help to scrub the synapses in your brain and get that really cognitive function, get that clear memory, you know, all of those things back where you can increase your brain function. And then of course we've added it to some of our other most popular packs that you can purchase as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can use this pineal clear in combination with the ultimate lifestyle transformation. And so there's some really exciting new packs out that I am so excited to not only try for myself in combination with the ultimate lifestyle transformation, but also to be able to share this with other people because I find that more and more people are coming to me and saying, you know, they're having issues with these different areas. Like Sherry shared earlier, melatonin supplements are on the rise. And we've shared several times on this topic of, you know, how important it is to get proper sleep at night and how a lot of the melatonin supplements that are synthetic actually cause more harm than good with all the side effects that come with them. So, you know, being able to offer something that is such high quality and can really get to the root cause of the issue as opposed to putting a band-aid on it and, you know, covering up the symptoms to create a better experience and to be able to sleep good at night and have more energy in the day and all of those things. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Allison and Jared, for just a minute while I try to pull up this video again. I'm having some technical difficulties, so bear with me, everyone. I'm going to pull this up.
Yeah, sure. And by the way, Naiva, if you want, we have it on you know, backup. So if you need us to share it, we
Oh,
can.
okay. Absolutely. Yeah. If you want to share a little bit and if you want to share the video, that would be great because it's not pulling up on my end. I think it's frozen.
Yes. Okay. We're going to get that set up here. So Jerry, you want to do that? And I'm really excited. I didn't talk like in my little share of why I was excited. I'm really excited because it really helps you remember your dreams. And that is so exciting. It's going to help us have more vivid and clear dreams. So, okay, let's watch the video so we get to learn more. We're all excited to see this now. So thank you.
Please let us know if you can't hear it in the chat.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey friends, Dave Sandoval here. You might know me as the Purium Guy. And I'm coming here because I'm super excited to be talking about a new product I've been developing for more than 3 years. It's a product called Pineal Clear, and it is designed specifically to focus on the needs of our body and to potentially support the most misunderstood of all of our organs, the pineal gland. In case you didn't know, your pineal gland is a critical part of your endocrine system. It actually helps regulate your circadian rhythms, which are part of your biorhythms. And it's the source of melatonin. It secretes melatonin to help regulate your sleep patterns. Scientists have a funny name for it, the epiphysis cerebri. And it's located beneath the back part of the corpus callosum. It literally dictates our entire sleep cycle. It got its name because it's shaped like a pine cone. And by far, it was the last part of the endocrine system to be understood. And they're just learning more about it today. The pineal gland is one of 2 hormone secreting organs located inside of your head. Now, the endocrine system is part of the glandular system. It's the part that secretes hormones. Your endocrine glands are the only glands that release hormones, and our other glands produce, well, digestive juices, sweat, tears, and things like that. An interesting note, your hormones literally tell your body what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. They send their messages through all of your organs, through your blood and your skin. And there's 9 different organs and glands that are part of the endocrine system. So the fun facts about your pineal gland. Rene Descartes was fascinated with the pineal gland. Of course, he had no medical training. His esoteric description of the pineal gland as being the seat of the soul has no basis in science, but it is very poetic and maybe a little bit apropos. It was first written about by the ancient Greeks in the writings of Galen. The Latin word pinea actually means pine cone, and that's the root of the word, adopted by the French pineal. Scientists have since learned that the pineal gland is an integral part of your sexual development. It's actually part of your sympathetic nervous system, and it appears that the hormones from the pineal gland could actually pass through the blood-brain barrier. It's been called the third eye because of its location at the center of your head, right between these 2 eyes. Some esoteric traditions believe that it serves as a connection between the physical and spiritual realities. And although that is a belief and not a scientific fact, it does produce one critical hormone, melatonin, which takes us into our dream state. And that dream state connects us with the deeper part of our memory and helps shape our reality. Each ingredient in Pineal Clear was selected not because there is proof that it helps improve the health of your pineal gland, because science has stated that there's no proof that anything can. Instead, each of these ingredients was selected specifically by me because of its unique phytochemistry and because I believe enough evidence exists in legitimate scientific studies that show that each of these ingredients has qualities that support a healthy brain. And to me, enough indicators that it ultimately will prove to be the gold standard for pineal health. The first ingredient is turmeric, and turmeric comes from the root of the Curcuma longa plant, which is in the ginger family, and its most researched ingredient is called curcumin. When studying various clinical trials, I found that curcumin has been shown to support improved memory. It also supports a reduced decline in neurocognition and the potential to enhance the activity of other antioxidants in your body. Now, there have been many promising clinical trials and research studies that show that it may help improve memory and may help your body deal with inflammation of the brain. Researchers believe that it may help reduce the decline of neurocognition, and studies also suggest its antioxidant effects can increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants. Another promising study shows that people with reduced BDNF production are prone to depression. A study has shown that curcumin actually helps boost BDNF levels as it increases levels of serotonin and dopamine. Shilajit, also known as the conqueror of mountains and the destroyer of weaknesses, is the next ingredient I want to describe. This is an organic mineral compound that's formed in deep mountain crevices and dark caves at very high elevations. It is biological in origin, meaning it originally came from plants and plant parts. It's been used for 4,000 years in folk medicine And it's mentioned in the writings of Aristotle, Razi, Biruni, and others. It is actually a mineral tar or resin that is soluble in water and contains over 20 identified valuable elements, including selenium, unique carbohydrates, magnesium, hydrocarbons, just to name a few. Now, perhaps the secret to its effectiveness is that it is composed of a majority of humic substances, such as humic and fulvic acids, and it contains traces of gold. In fact, we specifically chose black shilajit because it has the highest levels of gold. Now, a study in the International Journal of Alzheimer's noted that it has been used traditionally to improve longevity and to slow the aging process. And it's currently being studied for its promise in controlling cognitive disorders and for its key components like antioxidants and compounds that may help control inflammation and reduce free radicals. In 2012, a study was published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology that found that it helped reduce symptoms of chronic fatigue and improved cell functions and naturally increased energy. It's been shown to have promise in helping improve the brain's cognitive processes as well. Now, the next ingredient, chaga, is an unusual fungus that some consider a mushroom. It actually grows on birch trees in freezing environments in Siberia and Canada. The botanists aren't sure if it's even a mushroom at all. Chaga can grow to be over 30 pounds, and they actually help the birch tree remain healthy. In fact, diseased birch trees that do not have chaga growing on them have been healed by simply adding chaga to their bark. And humans have been using chaga in folk medicine to aid and support digestive issues and skincare for thousands of years. It contains the master antioxidant superoxide dismutase, which is the most powerful of all the antioxidant and reparative enzymes in our body. Research studies have made scientists optimistic that chaga may assist the human body in slowing the aging process. But of course, more research needs to be done. Siberian tribes that included chaga in their diets on a daily basis had significantly greater lifespans than tribes from the same region that did not consume chaga. Traditional Chinese and Korean practitioners have valued chaga since ancient times. Iris sea moss, also known commonly as sea moss, but in scientific circles as Chondrus crispus, is a red edible algae. It's edible like sea kelp or sea dulse and other types of seaweed, but it grows in tidal pools, typically in North America and the British Isles. Now, many cultures have long used sea moss for its beneficial properties. Science shows that it contains an abundance of nutrients like calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iodine. It's also a good source of vitamin B2, vitamin C, and beta carotene. It's an excellent prebiotic, and it's been shown to be a good digestive aid and improve overall health of your digestion. In some countries, it's even considered an aphrodisiac. Now, I believe it's an excellent complement to the other ingredients in this formula for all of those reasons. Finally, I've saved the most interesting ingredient for last. Perhaps the most valued herb in all of Ayurvedic medicine is called haritaki, Terminalia chabula. It comes from a large tree that grows throughout the forests of Central and South America. It's deciduous and it's indigenous to Southern Asia. Now, according to folklore, the first haritaki tree sprouted after 2 drops of eternal nectar came down from the heavens and touched the earth. In the East, it's known as the king of medicines and referred to as the supreme nectar to illuminate your mind. It has traditionally been used to address digestive and inflammatory issues. And you'll find it in almost every Tibetan formula, even though it does not grow anywhere in Tibet. It was used by the ancient Greeks, the ancient Romans, and the Arab physicians. As far back as 1610, it was referenced in the famous play, The Alchemist, written by the British playwright Ben Jonson. Traditionally, it was used externally on the skin for wound healing, fungal infections, inflammation, and to treat the mucous membrane. It contains some of the most unique phytochemical compounds on earth, like tannic acid, gallic acid, palmitic acid, stearic acid, and even thicanic acid. And while there's no scientific evidence to support this, it's believed that Harataki is the key to supporting a healthy pineal gland. So as I stated earlier, there is no scientific proof that Pineal Clear is going to impact your pineal gland. There is none. However, there is a lot of scientific evidence that it could. And I believe our Pineal Clear tincture is going to be perhaps the next generation. That's important for the pineal gland.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that video. And so I'd love to know, for those of you, I know that they launched this video a couple days ago, but if this was your first time watching this video, go ahead and drop a 2 in the comments. I'd love to know who was just watching this for the first time with us, because this is such a powerful video. This is a new tool that we have to share with our community. And you can also, of course, share this replay that will have this video included in it. And so we just are always putting out incredible tools for you to be able to share these products with others in your community and help empower them with information. And so I'm going to pull up, we also have some great literature that you can share with your community as well about the Pineal Clear and how it was formulated. It's scientifically formulated and synergistically combined blend of the Hirataki fruit extract, the Irish sea moss extract, the chaga mycelium extract, the organic turmeric root extract, and the shilajit extract that contains gold. So, this is so important because there are lots of types of shilajit out there, and that gold really is a binder for so many things to help decalcify your pineal gland. And so this is a really important component that we have in this tincture. And together, these pure and premium ingredients form a supplement that supports the overall health and well-being of the pineal gland and our body's main source of secreting melatonin, and which is known as the sleep hormone, right? So this is the ingredients right here, all whole food ingredients, which is something that I'm always so proud of when I'm sharing different Purium products, is that everything is whole food sourced, organic, top quality. The blends are really well thought out. I mean, just think that it took 3 years for this product to launch because there was so much thought and, all the details put into it to make sure that it is exactly what Dave wanted to put out to our community, which I think is just incredible. And so there's so many great things about this new product that we're so excited about. And there's different ways that you can get it or share it with your community. So this Pineal Clear, is such a great product, and you can, it helps with inflammatory response. It helps with the natural melatonin levels. It helps with your bio and circadian rhythms. It helps to decalcify your pineal gland, which we talked about earlier. And it's really formulated to help with, mainly the melatonin production out of the 9 hormone producing glands in our endocrine system. And we all know how important our endocrine system is and how it's so affected by our everyday factors of the pollutants that we're surrounded by in our environment, in our food, in our water, no matter where we go. And so it's really important that we do things to help maintain optimal health, especially as we start to age and we start to, our pineal gland starts to shrink and we create less melatonin naturally, that we can do things to really help our body to stay, functioning optimally throughout our entire life. And so we want to maintain that optimal health. So like I was saying earlier, there's a few different ways you can get it. You can get it just with the Revividol as a brain health pack. You can also get the Daily Core 4 plus Brain, which will be your Daily Core 4. So in there, you're also getting the Apothecary, which is so great for also creating melatonin naturally. And then you're getting the Biomedic, which again is known to reduce inflammation and help increase your serotonin levels so that you can really, increase that hormone. Serotonin and melatonin work together so that you can get that deep sleep. So it's really important as you combine all of these things together. These packages are also synergistically combined so that you can have the best results possible when you're using or recommending these products to others in your community. And then, of course, the ULT plus brain health is going to be one of our best sellers. I already know it because it's our whole ultimate lifestyle transformation. You're getting 60 servings of superfoods, and it has, you know, those additional products added into it. And so if you want to scan the QR code or take a screenshot, you can. You also have access to this in your boards app. And we just want to show you all the different ways that you can share this far and wide with your community so that way you can feel empowered with the tools that you have to share this with everybody that you love and want to help in this time to really decalcify their pineal gland, get better sleep, have better mood, be able to have their spiritual practice and tap into their artistic side of their brain and so many other things, right? So I'm really loving this whole presentation and everybody that's participated in it. And I want to go ahead and pass it over to you again, Allison, so that you can help us with our call to action today.
Thank you so much, Naiva. Yes, I am so excited. Every time I watch that video, I've seen it 2 times now, and I'm, you know, bursting with things I want to share to the world. So our call to action today, I hope you took some notes, and if not, definitely go and watch that video again and share what you've learned, share what you're excited about. You know, our call to action today will be to run with this. If you're already a Purium brand partner, if you're not yet, definitely get the ULT plus brain so you can be a testimonial, so you can be a product of the product and show people in your community what is possible. So yeah, not only will it, you know, even the ULT alone does so much improvement for the brain, but now with a focus on the pineal as well as the gut, this is going to be like the ultimate, you know, brain revival and improvement. So I know I'm running with it. I know I'm getting on my socials and sharing some of the information after this call. Can I just Jack, can you pull up the screen? I want to just share this, how we can get involved. So in the doc that we have, sorry. Okay. So you can follow us on all of these replays are always available on our YouTube Million Mom Movement on YouTube. We have our Million Mom Movement Facebook group. So please just, you know, get involved in there. We always share information. And then we have the Instagram, which you can always please tag us in your socials that you're sharing, especially after this call. We'd love, you know, if you share something that you learned today on this call, please tag us and we will, you know, we always, Naiva's amazing at reposting and liking and, you know, just being so on top of it. Thank you so much. And, you know, this is how we grow the movement. This is not just for moms, as we always reiterate. This is the movement, the mom standing, the movement of many, and it takes all of us. We are all involved with, you know, whether we are a mom, we have a mom, we are, you know, a sister or brother of a mom, or we just want to help the next generation. We need to all get involved with our voice and our experience. We need to lead by example. So I encourage everyone, you know, to get on the ULT plus brain, experiment with it yourself, share your results, and definitely share this information that you learned today and share that video. That video is amazing. It does the talking for you. So if all of this is new for you, just let this video do the talking, and, you know, create some curiosity. I would say have some people because people don't know. There's still so much unknown about pineal gland. Start talking about it. And I know people will, you know, will be really interested to learn more. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Allison. So yeah, our call to action is really for you to go out there and share on your social media. Like Allison said, you know, go out there and share it, find the interested people, follow up with anybody that you've been sharing this with already, and, you know, have fun reaching out to new people as well and sharing this new product that we've just launched. And next week, we're going to be sharing testimonials about this product. So we'd love to invite you back next week. If you've tried the products, we'd love to highlight a few of you sharing your testimonials with us. And so it will be a great opportunity for you to share this replay or the video from Purium with Dave with the people you're talking to this week. So create that curiosity and share a tool with them, either this replay or the video from Purium. And then next week, invite them to come here live and listen to your testimonials. And if they aren't able to come here live, of course, you can share our replay next week with them too. But we really want to give you a call to action where it's going to help move you forward into the month of April, help more people get healthy faster, because so many people are looking for what we have. And so we're so excited to have you back next week. Again, post on your social medias, tag us like Allison said. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, then reach back out to the person that invited you here or shared this replay with you, so that way they can help you get the information that you need to move forward and make a decision that works for you in your health. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us here today. It's so great to have you all here, and have a great week.